Hello again. In this video, we are going to see how to improve your grammar part, which is grammatical range and accuracy. Because we have already seen how to improve the CC part, how to improve the lexical resource part, how to improve the task achievement part. So this is the last segment we are in, how to improve your grammar. And so at first we will see what exactly the official band scripter says in this regard. She's saying that if you're using a mix of simple and complex sentences forms, I hope you understand what is simple sentence and what is complex sentence. Simple sentence is um, it was 10% last year. This year it is 2%. So instead of that, you can say um, the figure was 10% last year and it dipped to 2% this year. So one sentence, so combining two clauses, those are known as complex sentences. So if you're looking for band 7, you have to use a variety of complex structures. Let me give you an example. So how can you make complex sentence? To make complex sentence, you need to combine dependent clause, right? Dependent clause means you can simply understand any sentence which depends on other sentence for the result. For example, if you work hard, now see, if you work hard, it doesn't give you the complete meaning. It seems that we need to add something. So this if you work hard is a dependent clause. It needs another sentence to complete the meaning. For example, if you work hard, you pass the exam. So that's a dependent clause. So when you combine dependent clause, right, with independent clause, like so if you work hard, you pass the exam, you will pass the exam. So if you say, okay, you will pass the exam, so this is a complete sentence. So that is independent clause, a complete sentence, right? So when you're combining a dependent clauses to an independent clause, that is known as complex sentence. Let me show you an example here. So it's saying, although 20% studied science in 2008, that's a dependent clause because it doesn't give you the complete meaning. Only 2% studied math. So that's okay. You can say only 2% studied maths. That's a complete sentence. So that's independent clause, right? That's independent clause. It's not a complex sentence. That's a mistake. So that's independent clause. And then this one is the complex sentence, right? So you can see, although 20% students studied science in 2008, only 2% of them chose to take up maths. So you can see here, this although is the combining words, which is known as connectors here. It's a kind of cohesive devices as well, which has combined two sentences or two clauses together. One is dependent and another is independent. So there are many words like although that you need to know, and you also need to know how to use them. And I have almost used them in my writing. If you go through the entire writing part, you can find almost all these words used. Um, so I'm going to show you that list of words. So these are the list of words that is perhaps needed when you're trying to form a complex sentence. So I'm going to add a PDF format with this video lessons where you can see all these words are used. You can see how they are used, but these all can be used even in this videos. I mean, in this complete video lessons, if you try to find, I think almost all expressions have been used somewhere, and it has been highlighted as well. So when you go through them, you can check the highlighted part, or again the PDF format that I will provide you about those writing tasks together. You should search them and you should see that how they are used in a sentence, right? So let me show you some examples of some of the sentence. that how can they be used. Most of the time they can be used a lot in writing an overview. They're useful because you want to write an overview, which is a complex sentence. So let me show you some examples. Number one, all in all, despite, so this is the word that I'm using here, despite the interest being dropped significantly over the given period, cricket has been the most popular sport in India since 1973. So you can see that two sentences, one dependent and one independent, have been added together. Second example, overall, so you can see the language, all in all, overall, while learning English language has been the first choice for the non-native speaker, other given language were also attracting the students in consistent increasing order. The word I've used here is while. And be careful about the comma punctuation part. I'm going to do a next video on punctuation itself. Coal and gas combined constitute 4/5 of total energy supplied, which means renewable sources of energy are nowhere near as common as non-renewable resources. What I've used here is which. And the last example, it is clear that even though awareness level of the people regarding the consequences of throwing the litter on the road, I hope you know the meaning of litter, means the pieces of garbage that you throw on the road, is considerably high. Very few are interested in being civic. So you can see again the punctuation part, right? So that's all from this video. You need to use this kind of expressions if you are looking for higher band skill in the grammar part by using complex sentences. So thank you very much for watching this video. See you very soon in the next video. Bye for now.